Thank you guys to everyone who watched and commented in my last hoarder garage video. You guys leave the sweetest comments and the best feedback, so I'm so thankful for you guys. What I want to do today is I actually have this shelf unit back here that I just got off of Amazon, and I'm assembling it together right now so that we can put it in the garage. The only thing is that the dimensions are not what I expected. I clearly need to measure things in the future because I thought this was going to be a lot bigger. I had something else in mind for the shelf, but since it's a bit smaller than what I anticipated, now I have to figure out what can go onto this shelf. For those of you guys that watch my videos, you know that my parents have tons of drinks that they just leave on the floor. So I'm hoping to get those off the floor and into these shelves. I think this will be a good size for them. Another thing that's always on the floor is laundry detergent and other cleaning supplies like that, so it'd be nice to again get those off the ground and onto these shelves. I hope this works out. What's really nice about these shelves is that they're adjustable, so that means I can make it really big or really small. And I just grabbed one of the detergents and I'm going to place it on here just so I can get an idea of how high the shelf should go. Here is one of the detergents I was thinking can fit like that, so that's a good distance. Here's another one, and I've got two more to build up here. In the last video that I posted, I asked you guys to leave some questions and comments, and I do want to address a couple of them right now. Someone suggested to add shelving for the Costco products, and someone else asked, why won't they buy shelving? It's impossible to get stuff up off the floor if they have no place to go. I 1000% agree with both of these comments. And that's why today I was so excited to come over with this shelving unit for all those things that are on the floor. It was my mistake for not reading the dimensions properly, but it's actually going to end up working out just fine for all the stuff that's on the floor. As far as the other questions that I got about the garage, I wasn't sure if I should make a separate Q&A video while decluttering the garage and answering them, but I did reply to everyone's comments in that last video answering questions. If you would like a Q&A video where you guys just ask me all these questions, I would be happy to make a video answering them all. Okay, well, the shelf is all built, so now I'm gonna move it into the garage and find a spot for it, because right now there's, as you guys remember, there's just a bunch of stuff on the floor, so we gotta make a little space in there to put this there. In the last video, you guys might remember that my dad and I put all these drinks together here, and then we also organized a couple of stuff back there, as well as this shelving unit that is a home to other appliances and household items. So I want to use this rack somewhere over here. We have to find a spot for it. It needs to be easy to access so that they can get the drinks whenever they need it. Someone in the last video said that my dad has a ton of drinks and that they really should stop buying because there's so much, and I completely agree with you. But my dad likes to stock up on drinks, especially when there's sales. I feel like that's why there's always multiple of them and different kinds and varieties, so he stocks up on them. I can't convince him to not, so this is just what we have to work with. So I'm hoping the shelf will help at least pick these up off the floor. As I'm looking around, trying to figure out where this can go, and ideally it would be nice to have it lean against the wall like that shelf and that shelf, but we can't get to a wall with all this other stuff here that we already have gone through, so there's no decluttering that needs to be done back there. I'm actually kind of thinking, what if we put it here against this fridge? I can move these things over, set the shelf here for now, and at least see how that looks. All of these are a bunch of old paint and primers that have been sitting here for a very, very long time. And I've been meaning to take them with me so I can properly dispose them, because you can't just take them to a donation center or anything like that. But if I want to put that shelf here, we're gonna have to clear these out of the way, and since they're no good, I think it's finally time to do something about these paints and get rid of them. I've said this before as well, but it's been a minute, but this actually here was supposed to be for all this stuff on the floor. But if you guys have seen my videos in this Hoarder Garage series, all the stuff that's actually on the shelf right now was clutter creep that was coming from inside the home. My mom didn't want to have all the stuff sitting in the dining room because, as you can imagine, it looked very cluttered in there, and she moved it into the garage when we had guests over for, I think, Thanksgiving it was. So when all of that stuff moved into the garage, I had to find a space for all those things, and unfortunately this shelving unit here was not able to fit all the drinks on there, so now it just stored all the stuff that was sitting in the dining room. I just wanted to quickly mention that because I know a lot of you guys have said that I need to find a spot for all the drinks and stuff, but that's what that was supposed to be for, and it just got taken over by other clutter. But it's okay, we're going to have all those, at least some of them, fit into this shelf because it's not that big, like I said, so even if we just get a few up from the ground, I think it'll be okay. Sure what's in here, but it's pretty heavy. Oh. This one too. Okay, so now we made this little space here. I'm gonna sweep because it's very dirty. It fits perfectly in this little space next to the fridge. That's exciting. What I like about this shelf is not only that it's adjustable, but it also came with these little liners. So really nice. So we're gonna add these now. Yay, perfect. So I already know for a fact that I'm not going to be able to fit all the drinks onto this shelf unit. We'll see what fits and what doesn't because they're all different sizes as well. And then any laundry detergent or anything like that can also go up here into this rack. For as long as I can remember, my dad has always placed extra drinks, Costco items, laundry detergent, laundry supplies. They've all lived here in this same spot forever. It's going to be such a nice surprise for him when he gets home to see that the shelves are now holding all those things on the floor. I did call him before I came over to let him know that I was coming and doing this, so he already had some idea that I was going to be doing something in the garage, but he didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing. Since I'm not doing any decluttering today, I didn't really need him or any other family members to join me today. So I was pretty happy to be tackling this on my own. I was worried at first about the size of this shelf, but it actually worked out great. As you can see, I'm putting everything onto the shelves and everything is fitting like a glove, so it's super nice to see. So far, I only have some of the drinks and the detergent off the floor, and it already just looks so much better. It really does make such a big difference when you have a shelving unit and you can take advantage of vertical space and get things off the floor. I'm so excited. I can't wait for my dad to get home and show him. We have these glass bottles, a box of beer back there, 2 smaller boxes of beer, and then 2 more boxes of beer left on the floor. And then these are pretty big and heavy. These are just gonna stay here on the floor. I don't think this shelving unit can handle all that anyway, if it did fit. Here's what it looks like so far. All the big jugs of detergent and softener are down here. Then I put all these 12 packs of cans on these 2. I could squeeze in a smaller box of beer on this side, so those are gonna go there. These are super light, so I decided to put these at the top. And we still have this extra space, and also we can put some stuff at the top here. I was going to put this almond milk on that shelf, but I just opened it and it says it expired. This expired January 24, 2024, so expired a couple months ago. Not sure if this is still any good or how long almond milk can last, so we'll do some research for that. But everything else that's a lot bigger, it's not going to fit on there, so we're just going to leave it on the ground. But I am going to put all of them together because right now, like those boxes, these can all go here with this box. But I think that's pretty much it. Actually, I'm thinking of putting these at the very top since they're pretty small. That works. And we're all done with the shelf. This was such an easy thing to do today, but it made such a big difference, and I'm just so happy how it looks. My dad's coming home soon. I can't wait for him to see what I've done with this shelf. And now he has all the drinks he has organized on there, and my hope is that with this rack he can see how much he has of everything, and maybe this will convince him to stop buying so much of the drinks, because when they're on the floor down on the bottom with bags and things on top of it, it gets lost, it's hard to see, and you don't really know what you have when things are piled on top of each other and hidden. So with this shelving unit, now he can actually see how much he has. So when he goes to the store, I'm hoping he remembers, oh, I've already got a ton of brisks, I don't need to buy any more, or whatever. And I really hope this makes a difference in everyone's lives. So all these paints were sitting here, and I'm finally going to take them with me and dispose them properly. I've talked about this for so long, where I've been meaning to take them with me and get rid of them, but today's finally the day, because it just makes no sense for them to be shoved anywhere else in the garage. And since they were sitting here, they weren't in the way of anything. Now that we have this in its place, it really just doesn't make sense to put this anywhere else. So today is the day this finally is leaving. Finally. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you haven't done so yet, please like this video and subscribe if you're not already for more decluttering content coming your way. See you guys in the next one. Bye.